New patch note is out, and it's a small one in length, but it's full of very good and impactful changes. So let's take a look. So the update time is still next Tuesday, and in the updates, the first one is about exclusive room. So we recognize that collecting 4 legendary exclusive room is time consuming and a challenging process. That is true. To alleviate this, we are introducing a new room skill that allows player to activate it by equipping 2 legendary exclusive room and 2 epic exclusive room. This new room skill has a strength between the original 4-piece exclusive room skill and the 4-piece legendary exclusive room skill, while the original room abilities remain unchanged. So this, I guess it would mean that if, let's say, I didn't have the 3 and 4 upgraded, I would have a room skill that is between the power level of these two. So maybe like after taking action, if ally team's crit rate is greater than this, and Eudora will have, for example, a 66% chance of casting Blazing Melody once. So it's like between the power level with the epic one and the legendary one. And I think this is really good because it's a time consuming process. And obviously, the dev is not going to accelerate that process. It would first making them less money, and it's also unfair to the players who already collect those. So they're adding like a middle milestone where you get like a partial power upgrade. So this is a good change on player experience, of course, but I think it will also make some heroes you don't need to have 4 legendary one. For example, Janna's epic exclusive room will grant shield when any unit on battlefield dies, and her legendary exclusive room will grant Janna shield when Janna revives upon revival. So the first effect will give Janna stacking up shield. This is really good. This is so it will increase Janna's survivability, and as we know, Janna already has like very good damage, and she can summon strangers. So her being able to survive is really important. But sometimes she might die, like used up her 2 lives before she gets to stack up her shield. So it's important for her to have the second rune skill where upon revival Janna will apply shield to herself equal to her own attack for 3 rounds. But this one is good. It will like mitigate the situation where Janna dies before her shield stacks up. But it's not worth it to have this. But if there's like a tier between these two, maybe we can have we can only have the like 1.5 tiers, like have the tier between the epic and legendary, because all we need is for her to have some amount of shield so that she can stack up the shield using the epic effect. So yeah, so I think for some heroes you can stay at the tier where they have only half like epic and half legendary. So yeah, and after the update, I will go through the each tier, like the updated version of their rune scale, and I might update the tier list of the exclusive rune tier list because it does need some update. So, oh wait, I think I'll say this one for now. So I think I overrated Astri's exclusive room. So her effect is when Astrid is deployed, allies gain additional 1.5 attack for every speed. So this one is still pretty good, but it's not on the same level as Eudora's. It's not the SS tier ones because it doesn't increase your whole team's attack by 150. So like your team will most unit has like around 100 speed, and for every speed, Asri will grant your team like 100, like 1.5% attack. So it will seem that it will increase, it will more than double your team's attack, but that is not the case. The reason is because it will scale additively with the other percentage attack. So I actually have dev's confirmation by this. So I asked the dev whether the percentage attack bonus scales like additively or multiplicatively. So I said, let's say my Navi has 5 million attacks and she gets 100% from Synergy Archive. And then I have Astrid's exclusive room. So would her final attack be like 5 million multiplied by 1 plus 100 and then 1 plus 150? Then that will be 250 millions. That's around, it only be 25 millions. Or it will be like 175 million. So that's also wrong. It's like 17.5 million. So I miss a decimal here. What was it? Is it a decimal? Or I miss a dot there. So yeah, and then the dev corrected me and they say it will be like 17.5 million. So all of these like plus attack bonus scales additively. So, and in this game, there are a lot of like attack bonus already. So I mentioned Synergy Archive and is like near is like 132 for me, and for other people it might be like higher and lower, but it's around 100. And also in the Sage's Tomb in Guild, it will also increase percentage attack. Oh wait, it doesn't. Never mind. But in Relic, it also increased percentage attack. So it increased percentage attack by 100%. So it's also around 100%. And also, all your heroes will have like a conversion of converting attack every 1% increase her crit resist will increase her attack by 1%, and same for this one. So every hero will convert one of the stats into a percentage attack by 1 to 2 ratio. So your units will already has a lot of percentage attack increase. And so what Astrid will not like double the attack. It will, it's more like increase your team's attack by like 20%. So it will be like 1.5% attack on the flat value of the attack. That's another way to look at it, is that this percentage attack will only apply to the the other flat value of the attack. Yeah, so I hope yeah, I hope I made sense. If not, then just trust me, it's not that impactful. It will probably be in like A tier instead of S tier. Anyway, let's move on to the other part of the patch note. So we've noticed that the current process of searching guild is quite cumbersome. So essentially, people can move from one guild to another guild if they're the guild that they're in is not active enough, so that there's no cooldown. So people are not punished for like they are active player, but their guild is no longer active. So it's good because we don't want to punish people for finding a guild that suits them. We want to so the game want to punish the player who use guild swapping to like gain advantage in the Great Room Realm. So that's bad. So because that feels like cheating, and this but they don't want to punish players for trying to find the guild they like. So yeah, this is also a good change. And The third one is now you can grow the gloom mood automatically. So that will be very convenient. And the fourth one is added Gloria to the shop. So this is very impactful. So now players can build the best Glorian team completely free to play. So yeah, they just buffed Glorian again for the free to play player. So Glorian is already the most free to play lineup. Like, but now they are even more free to play friendly. So the best Glorian team, I believe, is like this. So this is a traditional Glorian team, by the way. It's, it doesn't include the new hero Astrid, but Astrid will not fit into this team. So this is the best Glorian team, in my opinion. And now all of these heroes are you can get them for free to play. So without spending any money. So it's gonna take longer if you don't spend money, but you can eventually get them. So yeah, uh, that's I recommend getting Glorian. So I think Glorian is uh, better than Ariana. So I'd recommend getting Glorian, getting maybe Serafina to A-star, and then Glorian to A-star, and then you get Ariana. So yeah, that's the priority I'm recommending. Okay, let's move on to the other section is player feedback adjustment. So they increases the level cap for Sage's Tomb and it's now the cap of the tribal wait tri Trailblazer legacy level cap is increased from 80 uh, to 120. So this level is now increased to 120, and their level cap caps for the various synergies have been increased from 150 to 200 and like 250. So yeah, I have a lot of these that I cannot use, and I'm really happy for this one. And yeah, it's more stats are great. Like we don't want to have like useless resources lying around. It's not a good experience. I would probably prefer they. No, I personally really like them just making the cap higher, but I think it might be better if this like converted to other resources, like from and even for a very low ratio, because this having a cap is kind of a way to make the newer players easier to catch up with the older players. But yeah, I'm not new player, so I don't mind this. And yeah, it's overall a good change because you do want to care for the older player and their experience are important. So in fact, like we spend a lot of time and even some money in this game, and there are sunk costs. But sunk costs doesn't make the dev can get away with doing anything. So we have sunk costs, but if the game experience is really bad, then we might just okay screw the sunk cost. We're just gonna leave. It's a rational choice. But if they're doing something to make our experience better, then this combined with the sunk cost might make us stay in the game more longer. Yeah. So another change is adjust Christine's attack type from magic damage to physical damage. Yeah, this is really good. So in case you don't know, Christine is a Valianter, and Valianters has an effect. The synergy effect is they increase physical damage dealt by a certain amount for themselves at 2 piece and to your entire team at 4 and 5 piece. But the problem with Christine is that she doesn't she deals magic damage, so she can't benefit from the physical damage increase. So yeah, she deals magic damage and she can't benefit from her own synergy. And yeah, I mentioned this when she was released, and yeah, just like expected, she's really bad. But now she might be good because she can benefit from her own synergy, and her effect isn't that bad. So her effect is useless against Glorian, but Glorian is the most popular team. But in some other game mode, you need multiple teams, so she's gonna be useful against non-Glorian team. Yeah, and also that she will write a glorious chapter and dealing magic damage to backline enemies. And I said, let's change it to physical damage. Now she will write the glorious chapter and throw the book at the opponent and bonk them in the head. And yeah, so apparently they did that. I hope they also update the description where she will throw the book she wrote at the enemy. Anyway, so that's not important. And what's important is they added more difficulties levels to the missions and the Palace of Penrose. So I believe it's not just some old players and some whales. A lot of players just reach the end of the missions and they just don't have any content to play. And that's really bad. So one major like fun part of the idle game is like every day you get to like upgrade your team and progress through missions. And when there's no missions, we don't get this sense of progression and we might quit the game. So so this is also really good. I mean, like really good. I do appreciate this. Like the players have been asking this for a very long time, and I'm glad they are listening to the feedback. Also, another one is like they will automatically transfer guild leader. So now they will have a different priority where it's not just automatically the player with highest power, and instead, like if the guild leader quit the game, they will they will transfer to the captain or the vice guild leader or the generals. Yeah, so that's the update. So overall, it's a really good updates, and oh, according to the surveys, we can still see that they are adding new heroes. There's new arts, so hopefully this game can getting better, more players over time. Yeah, thank you for watching.